Hey guys, and welcome back to Metroid Fusion. We were told that there's life signs in other places on the BSL, so we're gonna make like a good bounty hunter and go and put an end to them.
We're gonna make like a leave and fucking kill them.
Oh yeah.
At least the main elevator's working now, though. I love this little segment in the middle. It has a relevance, believe it or not, but up until that point, I always thought it was just there to waste your time.
Probably just loading the next section of the space station.
Does a Game Boy Advance really need to load? Like, I've seen like a few games on the Game Boy Advance that actually had loading screens, but for the most part, again, it's a Pocket SNES. It didn't really have to load, you know?
Well, I think you're being a bit generous to say that the GBA is a Pocket SNES. That's like saying the 3DS is a Pocket GameCube. Wishful thinking, not quite the reality we all live in.
I would say that there are some things the GBA does better than the SNES, and vice versa, of course.
Name some.
You can hold it in your hand.
I can hold a SNES in my hand, mate. I ain't no weakling.
Yes, but you can't play an SNES. Actually, you know what? They have Pocket SNES now. Fuck, well there goes that point, I suppose. Also, I think it plays like an NES cartridge on the go. I love, like, retro fan-made consoles. Like, I just honestly love those, and I kind of want to get one.
Those little creatures you saw back there, I believe, from Super Metroid?
Yeah, I think they taught you, like, certain moves you wouldn't normally be able to do. But again, that's from my vague recollection of Super Metroid.
What I know them best for is, kill the animals, save the animals from the GDQ runs.
Just wandering around. I don't even know what we're supposed to be doing. Hey, get us out here, lady. Clear some room, I gotta work.
And here's the wind-up and the pitch.
I just imagine her trying to do that when there are people watching. Dude, back off, I need some room.
Everything and everything in this game can be a platform if you put your mind to it.
And if you have ice missiles, I guess. No, I couldn't. Sneaky shit. Letting in the X.
Well done, Samus. We will now destroy the X and take our rightful place as the rulers of the BSL.
Aren't you glad that you saved these creatures? Oh, he's got a little tiny one!
Look at Samus. She's like, yeah, I see you there, being all cute.
Yeah, I got raised by birds too. I know what that's like. It's harsh, man. Can't deal with it.
I'm part Metroid now as well. I'm barely human anymore.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine Samus is actually kind of fucked up, let's be honest. She got raised by birds, her family's dead. Oh my god, the various suit.
It looks even uglier. It's like one of those, it's like pocket goblins or whatever they were fucking called back in the 90s.
At least the helmet kind of works better with it. It's just...
on the, I forget what it was called, the Super Game Boy for the SNES, that you put your cartridges in, and then you can play on, like, different backgrounds on your television. Like, there was one for the cinema, and then there was, like, really ugly colour variations for each game. That's basically what the various suit is in Fusion.
Well, I mean, like, with the Game Boy Color, when it was playing old Game Boy games, it had, like, different color palettes you could select by putting in a code when the game was starting out, which I thought was pretty neat.
Yeah, you go to Cerulean City in Pokemon, it's actually blue. Who knew?
Yeah, that's actually neat.
I thought Cerulean was a code or something.
What I really don't like, though, is when people try to adopt the X diet in order to lose weight. It does not work out that well.
Just lower your portions, try not to take in any, parasites that promise you special powers, and you'll lose weight really fast, it's all good.
Yeah, just eat a human every single day. It's easy. I can do it. You can too.
Yeah, be a humanitarian. Let's go back to the ice level, I guess.
Now, if people were around, they'd be like, oh, you're showing off for flipping everywhere.
This is just how I jump, okay? I can roll into a ball. You don't think that has some lasting side effects?
And she can't even jump like a normal person. That's how damaged Samus is.
She can't even go for a jog without, breaking the sound barrier and smashing through blocks.
I bet that made Metroid High School really embarrassing. Oh no, I'm the fastest on the track team again, but I'm not popular enough, and the prom's tomorrow!
Like Mother Brain's the principal and whatnot.
That would be really stupid, yeah.
Kind of reminiscent of Captain N, the Game Master.
Samus and the Captain N comics. Have you ever read those, by the way?
I have not, no.
I really don't... Like, they had to bring in Samus for those comics, because obviously, Simon Belmont Mega Man, that's sort of owned by third parties, in Smash it's okay, but in comic books, no way. But the problem is I always had with Samus and Captain N is that she's actually way more faithful in terms of design, but the problem is that she has this weird crush on Kevin. Kevin is like 17, 18, 16? At the very least...
It just keeps getting lower and lower.
He's fucking 5, what are you doing? But it's like, it never really made any sense for me. I know at that point, Samus didn't really have a lot of personality to go on, but she still looked like an adult going after a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying?
He's 9! Western adaptations of video games in the 90s were really, really weird, and don't worry, nightmarish thing in the background, we'll get to you eventually, don't worry.
Man, and you notice that most of the bad ones were done by Deke Entertainment, you know that, right?
Yeah, because they fucking suck Deke, that's why. An appropriate name for an appropriate company.
Yeah, they're dead now. They merged a long time ago with Cookie Jar Entertainment, which I believe has still kept the Deke tradition of making crappy shows alive.
Well, they took one for the team when they merged with that particular entity.
I'm always stunned how many people like those Deke shows. And yeah, they made Inspector Gadget. That doesn't mean shit.
Well, they also made Set AM, if I'm remembering correctly.
That's true, they did produce that. But then they also gave us such hits as Super Duper Sumos.
Oh, yes, I did watch that. I'm not cringing just to pad out time here.
I thought you were kind of going wild a little because we got the power bomb here.
Well, power bombs are pretty sweet. We start off with 10 because the game is generous like that, and now we can pick up extra upgrades. So we're picking up extra energy tanks, missile tank upgrades, and also power bomb upgrades.
Yeah, familiar faces. I'm looking at the title here. Are the familiar faces like the energy tanks you missed out on? Hey, buddy! Oh, fuck, no.
Chase sequence, go now!
Fuck this! Oh, good one. Ah! I fucking suck at the SAX chase sequences. I full-fledged panic. And for some reason they don't follow you after this. Now that is a way to kind of speedrun the game, because MBM was here, he would have told you that too. But, I'll preface it now, like I said, I get super stressed out when we have to do an SAX chase sequence. Like, the first time I played this, I actually had my friend who I was borrowing the game from, I had him do it for me. And up until this point, like, whenever I replay it again, I always got a save state, like, right beforehand. I am not good at them at all.
Well, I save state, but that's just because I'm trying to get a good run. You're just a bit of a pansy, aren't you, mate?
Well, I do tend to panic when an instructor... I tend to panic when my evil clone comes after me.
And the words, they just won't come out? What's going on?
It's the scariest thing, when the words do not come out. But we want you to do commentary anyway. This is my hell.
Well, I want to do the Chozo games, or the Trilby games, to use their code name, but no, because one guy stalks the hallways of this mansion, Helldragon don't want to touch it.
Fuck that noise! I have enough problems without being scared shitless all the damn time.
Yeah, I have adult responsibilities like cooking and taxes and
Fuck that noise.
So yeah, to get back to the point of the game we're actually covering here, the SAX, she will fuck you up badly, or it. I guess to use the proper pronoun. But there's only like 1 or 2 sections in the game where she's chasing you. And I guess my mind just kind of interpreted that as she's always after you. Not the case, but the game does an effective way of making you... It tricks you into thinking that.
Yeah, it really does go away in establishing that she's always there and you should always be watching your back. And that's why I think this game is kind of really effective as a horror game in its own right. I
wonder how people will view that particular opinion when this goes live on YouTube.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily bad, because yes, you have more power than other horror game protagonists, but then again, there is this thing you cannot affect, like, at all until, like, later on. So, yeah, I think it's really an effective kind of horror game in that sense, at least.
This is one of maybe 2, 3 at max morph ball sections, they're actually kind of tricky. And I think this is for a power bomb upgrade. You basically just got to freeze these guys at the right time so you can bounce over the gaps.
Yeah, that does look tricky. I probably would have just given up. Fuck it.
This took me, I think, about 10-15 minutes to do.
Ugh. Yeah, would you say, what was the longest time you took to get one of these power-ups? Was that it, or was it something else?
Oof, it was probably like half an hour. It's this one section where you have to chain about 5, 6, or 7 Shine Spark runs together.
Oh, yeah, that does sound kind of bad.
It's one of the very last ones, though, so I can forgive it slightly.
Alright, thank you. We'll get there.
Are you actually going to attack, or do you just prefer the intimidation factor?
Just booga booga. I do like how when you blow up a power bomb, a lot of the X, or all of them, get sucked to your location. That's an interesting little side effect there.
So they should. They should respect the power of the power bomb.
Searchlight's like, whoa man, can we work with you? Gotta refill my cannon here.
It's been a while. Might as well save.
I'm so happy to see you, Samus. Alright, thank you, save platform. That's okay.
Oh, even the save platform talks? Jesus Christ, it never ends.
Everything talks in this fucking game.
Wait, you could just tell me here?
No, it's a birthday surprise. She walks on happy birthday.
Okay, well, I guess we'll backtrack. Never before seen in this franchise, I think you'll find.
Oh man, I really hope it's not a surprise party. I'm not good with those. I don't know what to do.
I'm more comfortable blowing planets up than I am blowing out candles.
I do want to see Samus having a birthday celebration, although she probably does have it alone, but I bet like one time, friends sort of pressured her into doing it, and they set up like a little Metroid pinata for her to knock down. She just looks at it and goes, really?
I'm betting this is the SAX that did this. Luckily, for us, we can just make our own makeshift tunnels.
Yeah, that's why that section was there, for this particular bit of gameplay.
God bless them maintenance shafts.
Okay, the, don't like this music. Oh my god, it's him.
Hey, Samus, I'm on the ship now. Well, it was nice seeing you again.
Oh, well, I'm done, I guess.
Our car just went to pieces on you. How embarrassing.
Okay, thank you, Ridley. That was good commentary there.
The Ridley voice provided by Slow Beef Incorporated. Please don't sue me.
I cannot do the Ridley voice that well, at all.
You? You can't do the Ridley voice?
Yeah, you would think I would be able to, well, with my constant pitch. But no, I do not reach the level of pitch Slow Beef gets on it.
You may be wondering why Ridley is here to begin with. That is the real Ridley. He's... he was... I don't know how to describe this without spoiling one of the aspects of the other games, but fuck it, I'm just going to say it now. Spoiler alert for Other M. He was basically fossilized by a Queen Metroid at the end of Other M, and they moved him and a few other things that we'll be seeing throughout the course of this game to the BSL, I guess, to like further experiment on.
I suppose, because, I mean, the Space Dragon has only caused us so much problems, but I think we could poke around in his fucking guts for a while until we finally get rid of him.
Fucking idiots running this government, I swear to God.
That seems to be the recurring theme of Metroid. You know, you're stuck in a small location, the government don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Government's bad, blowing up planets good.
Before you give me this message, let me save, alright? I don't know why you brought me here to tell me this. Well, we've got, like, power bombs. We can bust our way through, right?
Anything the SAX can do, we can do better.
Well, eventually, at least. These aren't juicy rumors.
Oh, they're gonna stow away here.
Hello!
Oh, hopefully the SAX doesn't find our ship and destroy it. That would be awful. Well, Adam's going to be kind and let them stay here. So, I guess we'll say goodbye for now. And to you as well, guys. Bye-bye.